Nikola Jokic is the best player in the world, but even the best need help. And when Jamal Murray plays like a superstar, the Nuggets are borderline unbeatable. Over the last 8 games, Murray is averaging 26 points and 6.9 assists, while Jokic is putting up an insane 30-11-11 triple-double stat line. And in their last game, Murray went off for a career-high 55 points against the Blazers. The result? 8 straight wins. When Murray plays at this level, Denver is a different beast. This is exactly why Jokic needs him. Jamal Murray was unstoppable, torching the Blazers with 20 of 36 shooting, including 7 of 15 from beyond the arc. He dished out 5 assists, got 2 steals, and didn't commit a single turnover until the fourth quarter. It was the 17th 50-point performance in Nuggets history, and Murray now owns 4 of them. His scoring outburst ranks 3rd in franchise history, trailing only David Thompson's legendary 73-point game in 1978 and Nikola Jokic's 56-point explosion earlier this season. It was also a national milestone. Murray's 55 points set a new single-game scoring record for a Canadian player in the NBA, narrowly surpassing his Paris 2024 teammate Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who dropped 54 just weeks earlier. When he's mad, there's no one in the world that can stop him, said Nuggets forward Zeke Nnaji. And Murray had plenty of motivation. Just days earlier, he was ejected for trash talk against this very same Portland team. Murray himself summed it up best. It's just all competitive spirit. I came ready to play, especially just being used to the playoffs and playing the same team over and over, and they know your plays and things get chippy and you have to see them again. So I think just that kind of factor made me ready to go. I was truly prepared today. Coming into the game, the Nuggets were red hot, riding a 7-game win streak, the longest in the NBA, which we've broken down previously on the channel. Russell Westbrook, a feel-good story and arguably Nikola Jokic's most impressive revival project yet, remained sidelined for his 7th straight game. Michael Porter Jr., who had been on a scoring tear and a key factor in Denver's 5 straight wins to start the streak, was also out for his 3rd consecutive game. To make matters worse, Aaron Gordon had to sit this one out, forcing coach Michael Malone to start Zeke Nnaji alongside Jokic and dig even deeper into a bench rotation that NBA analysts already considered shallow at full strength. The Trailblazers, meanwhile, were on a 2-game skid, with their latest loss coming in a blowout to their Northwest Division rival Nuggets. Still, this young Portland squad had surprised many, winning 10 of their last 15 games. However, they were missing 3 key players: Jeremy Grant, DeAndre Ayton, and Scoot Henderson. Murray bricked his first attempt from the wing, but quickly found his rhythm, hitting his next 2 shots, a pull-up from the top and another open 3 from a similar spot after Jokic drew 2 defenders, giving Denver a 16-13 lead. Other Nuggets players joined the scoring effort, and Murray's next attempt, a tough transition finish off a Jokic outlet pass, pushed Denver's lead to double digits, a gap they would continue to build on. Murray stayed aggressive from deep, drilling a relocation corner 3 and drawing a 3-shot foul up top. With Jokic taking a breather early in the second quarter after playing the full first, Murray had to anchor the offense and ensure Denver didn't fall into its usual slump without its MVP. In just over 6 minutes without Nikola on the floor, Jamal kept the Nuggets rolling with 8 points on a variety of shots. A quick long bomb off the inbounds, a tough finish over 7 feet 2 inches shot blocker Donovan Clingan, a catch-and-shoot 3 off a screen from DeAndre Jordan, a crafty screen navigation into his patented free throw line jumper. After a short rest, Murray came back looking for his shot. His first attempt was an obvious effort to draw another 3-shot foul, but he quickly got back on track, hitting 2 threes in a 30-second span to close the quarter strong. Denver went into halftime up 75-56. Murray had already poured in 30 points by the break on his way to a career high, but it wasn't just the scoring. It was how he was scoring and how his teammates were feeding him. He was moving freely, his body finally able to do everything he asked of it. Murray opened the second half with a mid-range miss and initially struggled to find clean looks as the Blazers ramped up their defensive attention. He finally got on the board in the third with a smooth mid-range bucket after a series of nifty moves. His confidence was sky high, so much so that he even went for a poster dunk but got fouled on the attempt. With Portland focused on limiting his outside shots, he kept attacking the rim and even cleaned up his own misses. He closed the quarter in style, sidestepping for a 3 over Toumani Camara's outstretched arm, bringing his total to 45 points through 3 quarters and giving Denver a 107-91 lead heading into the 4th. Murray stayed aggressive, slicing through the defense for a strong drive and a transition bucket to reach 49 points, but he missed his first layup attempt at a new career high. Shaedon Sharpe then drilled a deep shot for Portland, cutting the Denver lead to 13. With the milestone in sight, Murray became a little too focused on chasing it, and Portland kept capitalizing. A couple of bad possessions by Murray and a block on one of his shot attempts kept the game closer than it should have been. Finally, he broke through, eclipsing his previous career high with a floater at the 750 mark. The Nuggets held off Portland's late push, and Murray added a couple more mid-range pull-ups for good measure. This game was yet another reminder of what Nuggets fans have been witnessing since the calendar flipped to 2025. Jamal Murray is healthy, and his game is as dazzling as ever. His performances have been reminiscent of his playoff heroics, from the unforgettable 2020 bubble run, when Denver earned the nickname the Comeback Kids after erasing 2-3-1 deficits, to his dominant play during the 2023 championship run. Murray had to work his way back into peak form after spending most of the summer resting to recover from shin splints. But now, he looks much better, moving with the same quickness and confidence that make him one of the league's toughest shot makers. And with the All-Star break providing a week-long recharge, he'll be primed for the final stretch of the season. This is the Murray Denver needs if they want to raise another banner. With the way Jokic is playing, it's easy to envision another deep playoff run, if they can both keep this up. After spending weeks sitting in 4th place in the West, the Nuggets have surged past Houston and are closing in on Memphis. Heading into the break, they hold the same record they had at this point last season, one that ultimately led to a franchise-best 57 wins. Our season is 2 seasons. Before December 8th and after December 8th, head coach Michael Malone said, "Since December 8th, just look at Jamal Murray's stats, and you guys can write about it, because the stats are amazing since then." For the first 21 games of the season, Murray struggled to find his rhythm. His biggest supporters never wavered, but beyond them, patience was wearing thin. That's the reality of being a franchise cornerstone. His legacy in Denver is undeniable, but signing a max contract comes with expectations. The turning point? A brutal December 7th loss to the lowly Washington Wizards, where Jokic's 56-point masterpiece still wasn't enough to avoid dropping to 11-10 on the season, the low point of a frustrating start. Since that moment, Denver has flipped the script, going 25-9. And it's no coincidence that Murray's resurgence has been at the center of it. Early on, he was struggling, playing hurt, out of sync, and too deferential as he tried to adjust alongside Russell Westbrook. Through December 7th, he was averaging 17.8 points on just 42% shooting, his lowest efficiency since his rookie year, while hitting a career-worst 33.3% from deep. At that point, the Nuggets looked like a 500 team, far from their championship form. But now, they've climbed to the West's 3rd seed, putting them on pace to open the playoffs against the Clippers. And if they can overtake Memphis for the number 2 seed, they'd secure home court advantage through the first 2 rounds, an edge that could prove crucial against teams like Minnesota and Memphis. This is why the Nuggets need Murray. Jokic is the best player, but Murray is the key to unlocking their full potential. We saw it in 2023. We're seeing it now, and if Murray stays healthy, the Nuggets might just be the favorites to win it all again. Do you think the Nuggets are the best team when Murray plays at this level? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more in-depth basketball stories and analysis.